Hello. I wonder if anyone's out there. This is my first Facebook Live, so feeling a little bit strange about it, but it's a beautiful rainy Sunday and hopefully this is all going to go smoothly. I'm still not sure if anybody's with me. I see an eye. Okay, cool. Welcome. So basically what we need for this session is if you have a mini trampoline, that'll be very useful. If you don't, you can use your bed because it's lockdown, anything goes. And you can be completely unself-conscious because basically whoever you're in lockdown with already has seen the very worst of you. Hi, Naomi. Thanks for the shout out. Okay, so I'm going to put on some Aboriginal didgeridoo music, which will allow us to shake things out. As I mentioned, I'm on a mini trampoline. That's why I'm super bouncy. But of course, you can do it standing on the floor or on your couch or on your bed and drag the rest of the family or whoever's around into the fun. Okay, let's turn some music on. Okay, so start shaking. You want to get a good shake going. And this is to get rid of any tension that's sitting in the body. So don't be shy. Get all the jiggly bits jiggling and breathe. So this is a good moment to release any silent screams. And you can make a loose fist and pummel your chest and go, ah! Tension sitting here in my TMJ, so you can tap wherever you're feeling tension in your body, you just tap or pat. So we want to pat from the extremities up towards the heart and breathe. Use your breath. You've got a lot of lymph glands living here and here. You can often tell if you're getting ill because these glands swell up, so give them a little bit of loving attention and some fun, sort of alive energy. So softening your fingers. This is Indian head and shoulder massage techniques. It's like heavy rainfall all over your head. And let's tap here on the sternum. It stimulates the immune system. Breathe. Okay, so we let out our strong ah, and now we're gonna go into the abdomen, up on the right side, ascending colon. Across under the diaphragm, that's the transverse colon, and down on the left, descending colon. And we're going to do an O sound. Massage quite deeply, just feel into it. Oh. Oh. And now next we're going to go into the kidneys. So you can make a hollow fist and massage into your kidneys, which are quite high up. They're just under their rib cage. So going in circles on the kidneys, and the sound is E. 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 Shake it out. So you can really give yourself a good shaking and feel into where your body needs to go. If you need to go low, go low. If you need to go high, this is just our warm-up. You can do some horsey. Experiment with sounds. Don't be shy. Breathe it out. So I totally love my mini trampoline. It's fantastic for letting off steam and getting the blood moving and enlivening the body, shaking off some of the torpor and the heaviness that's certainly very much with us these days. So remember, tapping, patting, and intention is everything. So you want to do everything you're doing with love, with tenderness. So rather than a slap, it's a comforting pat. And just moving up. So also from the bottoms of the feet, up the legs, breathe. I also like to hum. It gets a really good vibration going through the body. Can do some some nice long swings. I like to do the hollow fist and tap into the hollow of my shoulder and then into my kidney on the opposite side. And as I do the long swing, I like to let the eyeballs just drift. It's a wonderful exercise for the eyes. Try not to grab onto anything. If you wear glasses like me, you take them off. And butterfly blinks. And try not to hold onto that end point or anything in between. It's a real challenge. Breathe. And you can transfer weight as you swing from side to side. Remember, the spine extends all the way up into the skull and all the way down into the tailbone. Thanks for all the comments. I'll look through them at the end. Just breathe it out. So we're going to have a little boogie now. We're going to dance like no one's watching. No one is, unless you're me. So just breathe, let the breath move. Such a beautiful piece of music. So find your truth right now. Find what your body needs to do right now. And breath be your guide. So breathe deep. Release with a sigh. And let your hands lead you for a little bit. Express yourself through your hands. Breathe, breathe deep, deep, deep. Be really honest with yourself. Go deep into your own truth right now. Find where you need to be. Placing my hand on my heart often helps. And another hand here on the second chakra or dantian. So feeling your roots or flying. See where you need to go. Do you need to go deep or do you need to go high? So use this beautiful music to guide you and your breath and the truth in your body. Explore the space. See it from a new perspective, from dance. So finding a still point in your dance, just putting down some roots through the feet. So spreading the toes wide, feel each toe connecting with the ground. And feel how rooted and connected you are with our earth. Feel your whole foot so you can sway a little bit from side to side, forwards and backwards, finding that center of balance. Soften the knees, sink into the hips. So just notice what your pelvis is doing. Your pelvis is this beautiful anchor. And notice whether you're tucking the tailbone in, try not to. Or if you're overextending, just find that balance there. And there's a point where the first chakra is in the perineum, which you want to sink down towards the earth and plug in. So finding that center and just breathing into it, drop the breath. So a lot of the time we're breathing way up here in the clavicle bones. This is a stressed breath. Doesn't really serve us very well. So notice what happens when you allow the breath to sink deeper, the diaphragm. So we call this abdominal breathing in yoga. So you might want to place your hands down here and feel what it feels like to sink the breath. And notice how the breath inflates and moves like a wave. And on the exhale, let it all go. Let it all go. And vocalize if you need to. Let it out. How do you feel? Breathe it out. So we're going to do a little bit of EFT, the emotional freedom technique, which is a tapping technique that I love. I use it often. And with this, you're just going to start with the starting point. So anything in your body, your mind, your emotions that's calling for attention. Can be any little thing. Sore knee, tickle in the throat, a bit of grumpiness, whatever you're feeling right now. And I'm going to give you the script and we tap and you just fill in the blank. And you might notice that it moves. So you might start with a sore ear and it's going to move somewhere else. It might stay there. So just be open to receiving and be curious and compassionate with yourself. So starting here on the karate chop, just tapping softly but firmly, taking some deep breaths. The script is, even though I, and you fill in the blank. So even though I have a tension headache or whatever it might be, I still deeply love and accept myself. Take a deep breath into that and sigh out. Then we're going to tap here between the eyebrow center, Ajna chakra. Taking a deep breath in, even though I fill in the blank, I still deeply love and accept myself. Try not to overthink it, just go with the wisdom of the body into the temples. Even though I still deeply love and accept myself. Under the eyes, on the cheekbones, even though I still deeply love and accept myself. Under the nose, above the top lip, even though I still deeply love and accept myself. Under the bottom lip, on the chin, even though I still deeply love and accept myself. Under the armpit, where the bra strap would be, even though I still deeply love and accept myself. Top of the head, crown of the head, even though I still deeply love and accept myself. In the nail beds of the hand, even though and you can just move across all five, I still deeply love and accept myself. And just coming back to center, remember where you started. Just notice the journey that you went on through your body, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, integrated whole. Just see whether that starting point has been alleviated a little. There's a little bit of space there, a little bit of love, a little bit of breathing room. Okay, we're going to go down onto the floor now. So you might want to find a good spot with a carpet, or if you have a yoga mat, roll out your yoga mat. And we're going to place the soles of our feet together. I love to give myself a bit of reflexology any chance I get. So we're going to be pushing into K1, which is in the center of the foot there. It's a sort of tender spot. So just work gently with yourself. As we breathe in, we'll massage and push into the point, and as we breathe out, release. And we'll do it 3 times. So breathing in and exhale, release. Twice more. Breathe in and exhale, release. Sighing out the mouth, great stress buster. Once more, breathe in and release. Beautiful. Okay, so this is Purnatitali, the butterfly. So you can walk your sitting bones closer to your heels and just gently flap your butterfly wings, just ever so gently. And you can close your eyes and imagine yourself as a butterfly, free, even if just for a day, fluttering from blossom to blossom. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's spring. Here we're moving into winter. We've got this gorgeous rainy day here. So just enjoying, connecting with nature, which is what we are, right? So breathe into that. And then as you exhale, you want to lengthen the spine, so lengthening through the top of the head, from the hips, and looking down towards your feet. Try not to overextend, just work gently with yourself. So if you really want to stretch into the tendons, we want to hold it for a little while and turn it into a meditation. So bring your mind back into your body and just be with yourself very gently. I find that compassion is always the key in all things. So try a little more compassion with yourself, a little more gentleness, and see what happens as you surrender. Breathe, use the breath. It's our greatest tool. So keep calling your mind back. It will wander. It's the nature of the mind, so no need to get impatient. It's just how it is. And then slowly walking your way up, lifting your knees up towards one another. We can hug our shins and round our back, tucking our chin in and placing the forehead on the knees. Stretching into the back. Give yourself a lovely hug. Remember that intention. Be so nurturing. Be so kind. Breathe. So we're going to cross the ankles over and hold on to the big toes. Do a little bit of rocking and rolling. I hope you can see me. I'll try and move a little bit further away. So just go slowly. If you have a hard floor especially, you don't want to bruise your spine. So keeping your chin tucked in, you're rolling backwards and forwards. And it's very playful. You're like a little child. If you have little children, they'll love this. So enjoy it with them. Breathe. And then you can stay down and place your feet on the ground in front of you. I hope you can see me. And we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh and just squeeze the left thigh towards us. I love this hip opener. Just breathe into it. And be very compassionate. The hips are holding so much of who we are. And not just our stuff, but our family's stuff. It's karmic or epigenetic. Breathe into it. And you'll notice as you exhale, there's a bit more give. And you can squeeze a little deeper. And release it. Place the foot on the floor, uncross, and place the left ankle over the right thigh and squeeze it in towards you. Breathe. Enjoy it. Feel what it feels like to be embodied in this unique body, your very own best teacher. And then placing the feet on the ground, again bringing the soles of the feet together as we did in the butterfly. And then creating a diamond seal with your hands, so the thumbs touch and the forefingers touch. And you place them just over the navel. The thumbs are above the navel and the forefingers below the navel. Elbows out to the side. And breathe into it. You can roll your head like a heavy ball from side to side, just releasing any tension in the neck. This is a fantastic posture, especially for women. So your pinky finger is actually resting on your ovaries right now. And this brings a great deal of balance to the hormonal system. It's just very soothing. So breathe deep into the belly. And be with yourself very gently. And rolling onto your left side into the fetal position. Just feel what that feels like. And allow it. Allow how it feels. Try not to fight with yourself. Just be so gentle with yourself. And then coming up onto your knees. You can try out the pose of the child. It's a wonderful pose for anxiety, which many of us are struggling with at this time, obviously. So if you have high blood pressure, you can use your fists, one on top of the other, and place your forehead, the third eye, the pineal gland gets stimulated in this pose, or you can put your hands one on top of the other, or you can place your forehead straight on the floor and put your arms next to you. So experiment a little bit. If you're someone who struggles with knees, I feel you. You can put a cushion here between your legs, Or if you're lucky enough to have one of those little meditation stools, those are very helpful for relieving knee pain. And just rest in the pose of the child. Breathe deep into the belly and feel what it feels like to have your breath massage your abdominal organs. And see how nurturing it can be just to be with yourself and your breath and allow the earth to hold you. So feel what it feels like to let go of all the holding tension in your body. So just melt. Allow your heart to melt. Feel what that feels like, to let the walls come crumbling down. Just breathe. Be kinder. I know it's not easy. Just keep trying. Or maybe try less. See what happens when you just let go. As we breathe in, we're going to roll onto the top of the head, and the hands are going to come up behind us. So interlacing the fingers into a version of the hair. And just feel what that feels like, the blood rushing into the head. And as you exhale, release back into the pose of the child. And just feel what it feels like again to be in your little cocoon. If it's not comfortable, please keep adjusting. So you can open your knees wide if you need to. We all have different bodies. Please respect your body. And don't do anything that doesn't feel right for your body. So only you know. And then gently you're going to unroll, tucking your chin in. You're going to roll up. And now we're in Vajrasana, the thunderbolt. So we're sitting on our knees. Again, if your knees bother you, you can grab a cushion and just place it. So I'd like you just to experience some different meditation postures. This is one. I love Vajrasana. You feel so thunderboltish, so grounded, so strong. So just feel into that and let the breath sink into the belly. You can roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And feel what that feels like. So if you're comfortable in Vajrasana, you can certainly stay in that pose. Or you might want to sit in easy pose or lotus or whatever's the most comfortable position for you in a seated posture. Easy pose, you can just elevate slightly. It helps so much. It helps your back relax and your spine lengthen. So feeling the sitting bones really connecting to the earth. And it's like there's a golden thread that runs from the base of the spine up through the spine and the top of the head, lifting you to the heavens. So you can even do it for yourself. Just lift a hair on the top of your head. And that's the kind of lifting that you want. It's ever so gentle. And you can feel that you're just suspended between heaven and earth. And here's your heart in the center. So you can place a hand on your heart. You can place a hand on your second chakra or dantian. And breathing between the belly and the heart. Feel the breath move. Try not to force it, just let the breath move. It's very gentle, it's very powerful. Beautiful. Softly does it, softly, softly. So within the yogic tradition, we have many different kinds of breathing techniques or pranayama. Prana meaning energy, and we're just directing the energy in different ways. So it depends on what kind of effect you're wanting in the body. So if you're wanting to go within and still the mind, we could practice alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. I feel like let's do the bee breath, Brahmari. It's very beautiful. I love the resonance of the vibration of our voice that's always moving in our body and is one of our many healing tools. So we'll be placing our fingers lightly on the head over the flap of the ear so that you can close the ear off. No tension in the shoulders, just releasing tension in the body. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, and as we breathe out, we're humming. And the lips are soft, so you'll feel the vibration tingling and moving through the body. So taking a deep breath in, let's do it 3 times. So in your own time, deep breath into the belly. When you're done, just letting the hands float down. You can keep them in a mudra, Buddha mudra, one hand on top of the other, thumbs touching. Or in chin mudra, forefinger and thumb touching. And just rest gently, feeling that vibration moving through the body. Such a powerful healing force, the voice. So I really love the power of music and sound to allow our emotions to move during these difficult days. So I'll share a mantra with you. You might know it, the Gayatri mantra, the mother mantra. So comforting. I used to sing it to my children when they were babies before bedtime. We still sing it. So you can sit with your hands in a mudra. The yoni mudra is also beautiful, the sacred feminine. Find what feels right for you in this moment. Just experiment and notice how placing the hands down has a certain effect, sort of closes the system, and opening the palms up has another effect, opens you up to, of course there is no separation, but just allows you to be more receptive to the incredible energy that's all around us. Okay, so we can do our 3 Ums together and then we'll do our Gayatri mantra. Please join me if you know it. So taking a deep breath in. Tatsaviturvareniyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yona prachodayat Om Asato ma satgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityor ma amritam gamaya Om Purnamidam Purnamadam Purnat Purnamadashyate Purnamadaya Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Just placing your hands on your heart in a gesture of compassion for yourself, for all the beating hearts in this world, those of us here together right now. Nothing but love. Love is the medicine. You can place your hands in a prayer pose and just thank yourself and thank those around you. So shall we end off with some Qigong? Taking a deep breath in and finding our feet again, just gently placing roots down through your feet. If you struggle with blood pressure issues, you want to come up slowly. So you want to keep your head heavy and low and your shoulders and gently roll up. Shaking that head out. No, yes. Releasing all tension from the body and slowly rolling up. Unfurl like a fern. Just be very gentle with yourself. And if you feel the need, if you need to shake anything out, it's always welcome. All cultures have shaken, shaped. So it's part of our common human heritage. So always allow those tremors to just move through the body and allow the feelings as well to move through the body, that which we resist, persists. It certainly makes things very uncomfortable. So allow sighs, tears, screams, whatever needs to come out, allow it to come out. And remember, you can always tap. Find tapping such a useful tool. Okay, so for our Qigong, we're finding both feet, planting them on the earth. The feet are together to begin with. And then we're going to transfer weight into the right leg. So bending the right knee and gently stepping apart with the left leg. So they're about hip width apart. So find the full foot again, rocking backwards and forwards and side to side. Softening in the knees, sinking the pelvis. As we breathe in, the hands float up beside us. As we breathe out, they float down. The key with Qigong is just slow it right down. Just be with yourself gently. Nature never hurries, yet all is accomplished. Breathe in. And breathe out. And on this third one, we're going to let the hands rest on Dantian. So for women, the right hand first and then the left on top. For men, left hand first, right on top. And it's just below the navel. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, soften the frown. Close the eyes gently. Sink. Let the breath sink. Feel that gentle Buddha smile. It's like you're smiling from the inside out, because you really are. All your atoms are alive and joyful. And just breathe into the knowing of that, the truth of that. Let's practice the Baduan Jin, which means 8 pieces of silk brocade. So we're enlivening that silken quality in the body, that soft gentleness of the body. So it's quite effortless. Breathing in, we're going to allow the hands to drift up, palms face outwards, and push up to the heavens. And as we exhale, the arms soften down to the sides, palms facing the walls opposite you. And breathing in again. Gently does it. And exhale. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in. Just feel into it. Get softer, get gentler. Last one. Breathing in. And we're going to step wide to the left, crossing the arms in front of us. The right arm is inside and the left arm is outside. We're going to draw the bow to shoot the eagle. So it's a tiger claw across the chest, and then the hand that goes out to the side looks like that. And we're going to look fiercely in that direction, taking aim. Feel the heart space expanding as you breathe in, and as you exhale, release. Left hand on the inside and to the other side, looking out over the right. Breathe in and release. Let's go again, breathing in and release. And again and release. And stepping the left hand, left foot closer, we're going to separate heaven and earth. So taking the right hand up towards the heavens, palm up, left hand, palm down towards the earth. And then we catch our ball of energy We rotate that ball of energy, right hand forward, left hand on top. Separate heaven and earth, left hand pushing up to the heavens, right hand pushing down. Catch your ball of energy. Let's try it again. Rotate the ball of energy. You might feel the warmth or tingling in your hands of the chi moving in your body, your energetic body. Enjoy. Feel the miracle of being embodied in this beautiful, magical, mystical experience of life. And catching that ball of energy, we're going to step wide again. Hands are in the hips, and we're going to look out over the left knee and then come around forward, looking at the floor, over the right knee and up. This is called wagging the tail. So let's go again. Over the right knee, round to the left, and up, and looking forward, stepping the left foot in. We're going to gently turn to the left side. You open up your palm, looking all the way over your left shoulder. So the eyeballs go all the way to the left. And then as you breathe in, center, and breathe out, looking over to the right. Center. Let's do that again. Breathing. Center, and other side. Center. Now we're going to step wide again. So you can go into quite a deep squat. Just feel it out with your knees. You never want to hurt yourself. Be gentle and kind. Hands out front. Thumb into the base of the ring finger. Close the little finger, ring, middle, pointer into a fist, into the sides, next to the rib cage. Punching forward with the right fist. Then you rotate it out to the side and undo the fist. And remake it. So when you punch, it's as if someone's pushing against your fist. There's a resistance there. So it's strong, but soft power. And remake. And then we're going to punch out to the right side, unmake the fist, and reform it back into the side and left. Undo and remake. And forward both fists. Undo and remake. Now take your thumb out, so it's on the outside of your fist, and punch to both sides. Looking at the right, squeeze the fists, release. Look to the left, squeeze the fists, release. Bringing the fists in, stepping closer. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. I'll just show you from the side. And as we breathe in, we lift up, and then we land heavily as we exhale. Soften the knees so you don't injure the back. Breathing in. 2 more. Then placing the hands in the kidneys, we're going to stroke down the backs of the legs, round the feet, the toes, up the shins onto the knees. Rotate round the knees twice, and then twice in the other direction. And then depending on your knees, you might want to go into a deeper squat. Just be gentle and rotate around the knees again in both directions. Then arch the back looking up, tailbone sticking out. Tuck the chin in and the tailbone round the back and gently roll up. As you breathe in, hands float up. As you breathe out, hands float down. Gently, gently. Just be with yourself. On the third one, the hands will rest on dantian. Just come home to yourself. Feel what it feels like. Settle. Soften. Beautiful. How's everyone feeling? Dying to read all the comments. So this was my first Facebook Live. So if you have any comments or questions or suggestions, I'm very open to hearing them. I would love to do this again, so I might experiment with some different times to see what works for people. So if you have any suggestions around times or days that would work for you, please let me know. And tell all your friends, because it's fun to do things together. I see a whole bunch of friends here, so it's really cool. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you enjoyed the class. Thank you. I'm getting some thank yous. Thank you so much. It's quite weird not being able to see you, but I'm grateful for the opportunity. So thanks for joining me. It was lovely. So please do let me know what you'd like in future, and I'll post this if you'd like to work through some of the things again. Thanks for being such a kind, supportive audience. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. Be kind and gentle with yourself and those in your life. And yeah. Thank you.